You know, I hadn't thought about that, but we probably should have called the ship and said, we're going through a portal. We're probably gonna disappear.
Captain's log, stardate 6269.3. The landing party and the Klingon Captain Klar have passed through a portal in time and space. We're about to face tests by the Brassica. Success will mean formal relations. Failure will mean unknown.
Welcome. We applaud your willingness to confront the unknown.
Please tell us what's going on. Where are we?
Patience. I cannot answer all yet. Those elements of our society still ill at ease with your cultures have more questions.
We've had enough. No more foolish tests. More tests. Let's just get on with it. I'd like to hear what the others think. We've had enough. No more foolish. More tests. Let's just get on with it.
Listen. We have modified our legends by what we understand of your species. You will be asked a question and may discuss it. Only one person may answer.
Oh,
Begin.
Test. It's a freaking test. It's a freaking test.
I make the first query. It is that question posed to the heroic companions we call the Gerund. Answer this. Who among you may go to the greatest pains in the pursuit of life? You may talk. I will withdraw until you choose to speak with me. Remember, only one of you may reply.
The hell does that even mean? Who among you go through the greatest pains in life?
The Brassican's question is not, properly speaking, a riddle. A riddle has a right and a wrong answer. This is more philosophical, with many possible answers.
Then how can we possibly answer correctly, Spock? Or can we?
One answer will seem more satisfactory than all others, Captain.
At least we can eliminate you, Spock, from this horse race. I don't see any right answer for you to be the person who would go to the greatest pain in the pursuit of life.
On the contrary, Doctor. Respect for all living things is fundamental to Vulcan philosophy. A rigorous adherence, unlike humans' variable justifications.
You aren't suggesting, Spock, that you're the right choice.
I believe I may be, Doctor. The Brassicans may agree.
Alright, let's talk to McCoy.
I may not be Vulcan, but I'm the logical choice. Who goes through more pains in pursuit of life than a doctor?
First, Kirk, I would hear you explain if you should be the one to answer. And why?
I'm sorry, Captain Klar, if I decide to present myself as the one to answer, and I'm considering it. I'll explain to the Brassican then, and point taken. Very well. So that everyone has a chance to make their own case, I will explain what I consider to be the sensible choice. I'm sorry, Captain Klar, if I... Point taken. I'm a ship's captain. 430 lives depend on me, on my every decision. Our mission is, in part, to seek out new life, new civilizations, so it comes down to me.
Am I any different? Does not my crew live or die on my decisions? I explore space for the Klingon Empire!
The starship captain stands as representative of the United Federation of Planets. Many races, whose goals and visions for the future are pursued together. Who shoulders the greater weight, Captain Klar?
No one has ever accused you of modesty, Kirk. See it as you will. You, surrounded by your fellow humans and officers, or me, the sole representative of my empire.
Okay.
Gentlemen, I think you may be overlooking a fundamental difference between me and everyone else here. I am the only female, the only one capable of bringing forth new life. That qualifies me as the one among us who might go to the greatest pains in the pursuit of life.
Jim, it's evident that each of us believes we're the right choice. I'm reasonably sure I'm the person they have in mind. But I can see everyone can make a case for themselves.
As indeed we have, Doctor.
I fail to see how further discussion will alter the situation. Either you must come to some decision weighing the strength of individual opinions,
Or I get some hints out of our green host.
What does everybody think? What's everybody think? We got Spock. I don't think it's Spock. I don't think Spock. I think Uhura makes a really good point. That would kind of make it a riddle more than anything. I don't think we can pick between the two captains. I mean, they're both captains. I feel like it's either being well, we can't. We're trapped. I think it's either between McCoy or Uhura. That's my guess. I'm gonna go with Uhura. What if... I don't know. I'm gonna save.
Save new game. Delete previous. Save new game.
Riddles. Alright.
I don't have anything to add, Captain.
Your ideas are
Hey, the
intriguing
Trek
to me, and I
reviewer.
wish to subscribe to your newsletter.
Thanks for the follow. Do we talk?
We have our answer. Are you ready to hear it? We have questions to ask. We have our answer. We have questions to...
Very well. Ask.
What consequences result from an incorrect answer? What if I were to declare that there's not one right... Would you please repeat the... We can't answer because we don't know enough about... What consequences result from an incorrect...
The overall test will likely continue, Captain. This is one phase, and we are examining the whole.
What if I were to We can't answer because we don't know enough about yours. What if I were to declare that...
There is just one answer we would consider wholly correct, Captain Kirk.
In reality, you expect us to answer two questions. What we think is right and what you think is right. We're ready with our answer. In reality, you expect us to answer two questions. What consequences result from an incorrect answer? You are clearly a race who values fairness. Shouldn't we have more information before we... What consequences result? You are clearly...
Very well.
No. It was agreed they shouldn't be given special assistance.
Their complaint is valid. Different species think differently. A hint seems appropriate.
They must show the faculties to think through problems.
Well, Captain, are you positive you want a hint?
Yes, get on with it. No, don't bother. We'll give our answer now.
Let the one who would answer be the next one to talk.
I don't have anything to add, Captain. I don't have anything to add, Captain.
You don't need a hint, Ralph, but you're suffering.
You get no response.
How do we make her talk? Oh. I see.
Alone among the people here, I am female and capable of childbearing. The nurturing of a new life remains a uniquely female labor. Certainly, I am the one among us who might go to the greatest pains in the pursuit of life.
Your answer is accepted. However, this is not to say whether this answer is right or wrong.
Tell us if we're right or wrong!
Where's he gone?
The next question awaits, Captain Kirk.
Where'd she go? Oh no.
You are nothing like the Gerent, who hold a special place in our memories. The second question: who among you wrestles most intensely with the chaos of life? Talk amongst yourselves. I will answer questions if I can. In the end, only one may reply.
Who? Chaos of life. Chaos of life.
As with the previous question, this is a question of judgment, Captain.
Meaning there's no right or wrong answer.
I suspect the Brassica would disagree with you, Captain. There is likely a specific answer they expect. I can only speculate.
And?
Each of us can best make his or her own case. As science officer, I believe myself likely. It is the very heart of science to attempt to comprehend the fundamentally chaotic nature of the universe.
Chaotic? If the universe wasn't ordered, we couldn't make sense of it, Spock.
As you are certainly aware, Doctor, chaos defines the very nature of patterns. However, this does not mean random.
Well, that may be. On the other hand, I would be the last person to say a Vulcan wrestles with any concept. And don't you raise your eyebrow at me, Spock. Spock's on the right track, Jim. but he's still wrong. I focus on the chaos of life. Who struggles more than a physician?
Made some sense, McCoy. And I've heard you were a humble country doctor. Sounded more like a Vulcan.
No need to be insulting.
Gentlemen, we've had enough chaos to deal with.
Even
Interesting
the Klingon,
analysis, Bones.
like-
However, I think I might be the one the Brassica have in mind.
Why?
It's obvious you have never spent time among Klingons, Kirk. The life of the warrior is the struggle between control and chaos. Clearly, the Brassica know more of us than you, and I am certainly the one intended to answer.
Interesting.
I recognize your position, Clar, and if you thought the same as me, I'd have second thoughts, but I don't. As captain of the Enterprise, I'm responsible for the lives of everyone on board. Without a strong hand at the tiller, it would be complete chaos. Those demands make me the best answer.
Well, I think if Uhura is the answer, McCoy's the answer for this one. That's my opinion. Because I think it's more literal. I think they're going in the more literal sense. McCoy's a doctor. And I feel like McCoy has to deal with diseases and just the chaos that life brings to other people, and he has to deal with it. So my thought is McCoy, but let's see what I can get from...
We are ready with our answer now. We have questions. We are ready with our answer now.
I have
we have
questions.
Very well. Ask.
What have you done with Lieutenant Uhura? I demand an explanation. Would you define some of the words you're using to give us a better idea what point you're trying to make?
Define words?
I am not one who thinks you should have any assistance.
Others among us are less hostile, Captain. Perhaps a broad hint, something less definite than the words.
Define the words? We communicate clearly. Without ambiguity, it would not be a riddle.
Would you at least explain the context of the words?
You are not making a good impression on my associates, Captain Kirk, as I anticipated. What is it you want defined?
Explain your use of chaos in this Explain your use of life in this. Explain the phrase wrestles most intense. Forget I asked. Let's get on with. Explain your use of chaos in this. Explain your use of life in this context.
Although we ask one person to embody the answer, do not imagine a single individual's passage from birth to death as central to this question.
That was a big help, wasn't it, Jim? I still think I fit the idea best. As a physician, I deal with life on a grand scale, but only one life at a time.
What else do you want explained?
Explain your use of chaos in this context.
Chaos, Captain Kirk, is the way intellectually sophisticated races understand complex patterns which seem to be random, but are not. The shape of a cloud, unpredictable and changeable,
You just
but
defined
nevertheless
chaos.
comprehensible. What else do you want explained?
Explain your use of chaos in this Explain your use of life. Explain. That's enough for now.
Alright, I'm picking McCoy.
We are ready with our answer now.
Let the one who would answer be the next to speak.
I am a physician. I am the one who cares for life and health of hundreds aboard the Enterprise. The patterns of chaos are the patterns of life and death, and every day of my professional life is focused on balancing those patterns towards sustaining the quality of life. I am the one among us who struggles most intensely with the chaos of life.
Your answer is accepted, Dr. McCoy. However, this is not to say whether this answer is right or wrong in our sight.
Do you expect me to stand by while my people keep disappearing?
The next question awaits, Captain Kirk.
Congratulations, Captain. There are those among us
who doubted you could make it this far. The third question
we're doing
is
good.
somewhat different, but our heroes, the Gerent, found the answer. Solve this equation. Pig plus X equals cow. Talk among yourselves. I will answer questions if I can. Only one may reply.
What? Pig plus X equals cow? What does that even mean? And hey, Captain. Pig plus X equals cow. Spock. Do you know the answer to this? Spock.
At face value, this question is complete nonsense, Captain. There is no way to answer chicken plus X equals reality.
What are you saying? The question was pig plus X equals cow.
Interesting, Kirk. I heard tlok pok plus X equals slok knob. To humans, it would translate to plant plus X equal hive paper. What did you hear, Vulcan?
Chicken plus X equals reality.
Each question starts with something edible. Pigs and chickens are farm stock, are they not?
Many elements of Federation society do not consume animal flesh, Captain Clara. In principle, however, you are correct. But I believe the answer is, there is no logical answer.
I don't think so, Spock. But I don't like yours either, Clar. Where's the relationship between a cow, hive paper, and reality?
Difficult, I admit, Kirk. But they must be connected.
I'm not impressed, Clar. The Brassica addressed me first. I think we need to answer pig plus X equals cow.
You try my patience, Kirk. There's a pattern and an answer. A tlok pok grows a flower that ka-cha insects visit, and ka-cha make nectar and hive paper. So flour would work.
And what does that do for my question? Or Spock's?
Your officer was asked to solve chicken plus X equal reality. The philosophers of Galore 7 maintain a celestial bird something like a chicken laid an egg from which the universe hatched. The idea of reality began as something egg-shaped, was an early theory of Klingon cosmologist.
You're stretching, Clar.
It all fits. The tlok pok flower is egg-shaped. Therefore, I believe egg is correct for all equations. Kirk, in a barter society, might not a cow be worth, say, a pig with a clutch of eggs thrown in?
Clar, I come from a farm on Earth in a state called Iowa. Your solution makes some sense, but so would pig plus crate of apples equal cow. It's something else.
If I may, based on the evidence, I remain convinced there is no answer.
A time will come when we must answer.
I'm willing to let either of you answer.
The Brassica will allow only one to answer.
Are you sure?
Captain, you hear one question, I hear another. None are sensible. Logic dictates identifying the pattern. I believe the Brassica expect us to realize there is no pattern. Specifically, there is no answer.
Wait, what was Spock's? I don't remember what they were. What was Spock's? Chicken plus X equals reality. Pig plus X equals reality. And I can't remember what the Klingon was. The first part. Something plus X equals hive paper. Chicken, egg, or
Getting more than one question confuses things. I still have a gut feeling that pig plus X equals cow is the one. The answer must be something about shifting the letters. I'll get it in another minute.
More than one question and the answer must solve them all. I've heard nothing better than my answer. Egg. It might be twisted logic, but it works.
So, we've got 3 answers. We got letter shifting. We've got no answer. And we've got egg. I don't know. Seriously, I don't know. Let's see what happens if we talk to him.
We are ready with our answer now. We have questions. We are ready with our answer. We have questions.
Very well. Ask.
If you tell us more about the gerund, maybe we can figure out what they would have answered. Can you give us a hint? Can you at least tell us if we've been answering you correctly so far? Please repeat the original question. If you tell us more about the gerund.
The questions we ask have been suitably modified to allow for differences between your people and ours. Is there something else?
We are ready with our answer. I want to get back to a different question. We'll talk it over and get back to you. We are ready with our answer. I want to get back to a different...
Very well. Ask.
If you tell us more about the gerund, can you give us a hint? Can you at least tell us if we've been answering you correctly so far?
Answers that have been accepted have been accepted. More I cannot say. Have you other questions?
We are ready with our answer now. I want to get back to it. We'll talk it over and get back to you.
I don't know. This is dumb.
We are ready with our answer now.
Let the one who would answer be the next to speak.
I think egg makes sense, but it's coming from a Klingon. They don't. I feel like Klingons are the most logical. I feel like Spock is the most logical, and this seems like right up Spock's alley as far as questions are concerned. I don't think it's letter shifting, so I think it's between the Klingon and I like the egg sounds. I was thinking egg when I heard chicken plus X equal reality. I was thinking egg. But pig plus egg equals cow doesn't make sense, like at all. Like it doesn't make sense at all. Like even if you think of value, it doesn't make sense. I don't know. I don't know. I feel like. Alright, I'm going with egg. I'm going with egg.
The correct answer solves for X. In all the different questions, the answer is egg.
Your answer is accepted. However, this is not to say whether this answer is right or wrong.
You plan to make off with everyone? Do you really expect me to keep taking that without protest?
The next question awaits, Captain Kirk.
Alright, it's two of us now.
I am astonished that an alien like you has muddled your way this far. It is a great honor that we share the Riddle Master's questions to the gerund. The last question. Answer this. There are two present. Only one may go. Why should you be the one to leave this place alive? Discuss this. I will answer questions if I can and will. You might want to discuss this with me to explore your options.
Wait, what?
Captain, you are indispensable. I find the question doubtfully phrased. Death is implied, not assured. I find the risk of remaining acceptable.
No starship captain has ever had a better crew. The hard decisions are mine, and I thank you for reminding me of that. You want me to choose one of us or the other. Well, frankly, I don't want to risk either of us. I want another alternative. No starship captain has ever had a better crew. You want me to choose one of us.
Captain, the risk greater than only one leaving is neither being allowed to go on. One must continue.
No, that's it. We changed the rules. Right now, they're offering one to live and one to die.
Perhaps, Captain, but not necessarily.
But possible. The best answer is we both live, or both die.
What if the Brassica refuse this option?
Whether they offer it or not, that's what we choose.
In that case, it will not matter which of us answers. It is a larger gamble.
You know how I love a good bluff.
Captain, Jim, let us hope the Brassica are unfamiliar with poker.
We're ready with our answer. We have questions. We're ready with our answer. We have questions to ask.
Ask your question.
Would you repeat the original question? Why should you want to prevent one or the other of us from leaving here? Is there anything we might do that would win a hint to the type of answer you're expecting? Would you repeat the original? Why should you want to prevent one of...
I did not mention anything about preventing individuals from leaving. I simply asked why, given that only one of you may, you should be the one to leave.
Do not be obtuse. The captain's question is legitimate. Captain Kirk, his answer is nevertheless cogent. There is nothing about the question itself which states that someone will be prevented from leaving. However, you are being asked to justify your continued existence, preferentially to your companion's continued existence.
I want to talk with my associates. We'll get back to you. I want to get back to a different question. Hypothetical questions are fundamentally empty. However, if you prevent one of us from leaving, then the question is no longer hypothetical. Is the question hypothetical or not? I want to talk hypothetical question.
The question is philosophical, Captain. As for whether it is hypothetical, have you the same number of companions standing beside you now as when we began? That is how hypothetical this question is.
We're ready with our answer. I want to talk with my associates. I want to get back to it.
Ask your question.
Would you repeat the original question? Why should you want to prevent one? Is there anything we might do that? Would you repeat the original question?
The question I posed was this. There are two of you.
We're ready with our answer.
Let the one who would answer be the next one to talk.
Wait, isn't our thing like we're not leaving? I don't understand what we're doing.
I'm captain of the Enterprise, and this is a member of my crew. It is not even a matter of discussion of who should proceed or who should stay behind. It pains me enormously to forsake any member of my crew, but if only one of us can proceed, then it has to be me. I can't think of any better person. You want me to choose one of us or the other. Well, frankly, I don't want to risk either of us. I want another alternative, another choice.
Yes.
Captain Kirk, you have stepped forward to make your choice, and that choice is very simple.
I proceed from this room alone. This member of my crew proceeds from this room. We both proceed from this room, or neither of us does.
Yeah.
There is no such option offered. What exactly do you mean by choosing in this way? That perhaps you should both die?
No, Brassican, it means we're changing the rules. You want one to remain, perhaps to die, and one to go on? We refuse to play that game. You want to meet with us as much as we wish to meet with you, so take us both through, or let us both remain in this surreal purgatory forever. Take it or leave it.
You have confounded me, Captain Kirk. I did not believe you would make such a choice.
But I declared all along that this
Suck it,
race had the qualities
weirdo.
we sought. The understanding of both leadership and sacrifice. Captain Kirk, you have achieved all that I, at least, had hoped of you. It is time for us to greet you face to face.
Alright. Whoa, look at them.
Greetings, Captain Kirk, and welcome to your species. Your Federation starships will be welcome here on any peaceful mission.
I am pleased to meet you face to face as well. However, I want my crew back.
Of course, Captain.
You're all right, all of you? You were treated well?
Had a
I
little
didn't say
trouble getting used
Klingon.
to the way each other looked, but other than that, just fine, Jim.
But they couldn't be sure we would pass all their tests. Brassican, how do you explain that?
Some of us could not restrain our desire to learn. It seemed worth the risk, and has proved so.
I believe the Federation and the Brassica will have a long and fascinating future together.
Although my associate Septhi has great misgivings about breaking our isolation, others of us have high hopes.
You are star-eyed. You imagine that no difficulties lie ahead. However, all conditions have been met, and so I also welcome you, Captain Kirk.
Thank you. Septhi, is it?
Yes, and our moderator, leader to you, is Zenti.
Zenti, Aha, and Septhi.
Aha!
I hope to show you've made the right decision.
Speaking for the Klingon Empire, I too look forward to the relationship between all peoples. You surprise me, Kirk. Perhaps one day we will even trust you.
We'll just have to see, won't we?
Captains, feel free to look around while we summon your 2 ships to these coordinates. Captain Kirk, I have something interesting to show you over here. Come with me.
Ooh, I get to see something. Oh, I gotta... Let's save.
Save new game. Replace. Save new game. Replace previous game. Save new. Cancel. Save. Delete previous.
No probing until... Okay, we're gonna delete
Save
that.
new game.
Show me something.
Captain Kirk, I have misgivings about the Klingon race. For our mutual protection, here is a paralens disk of data which I want you to have. With this knowledge, you can come to our defense. Will you take it and safeguard our future?
Yes, I'll take the disc. Not without knowing more about it. No, take it up with the Federation ambassador when he gets... Yes, I'll take the disc.
Hey, what did I get?
A paralens contains data and may be examined by a reader console.
Okay. Let's talk to them.
This is a day we will celebrate. The day we broke out of our isolation and joined the other races among the stars.
I was unsure. You have shown us that isolation is no longer a wise choice. I look forward to a challenging future.
Captain Kirk, isn't it time you returned to your ship?
Oh, is our ship here?
Captain, it's good to speak with you again. These overgrown beanstalks told us that you'd come to no harm. Ready to beam up?
Not yet, Scotty. There are still a few loose ends. Kirk out.
What's her drinking? Why does her have a drink? I just noticed that. Her has a martini glass in her hand.
I can't wait to get back to the Enterprise, Captain.
What are you drinking? You got something green in that glass. What is it? Did they give her refreshments since she was the first one out?
The lieutenant seems intrigued by the presence of the Brassicans.
No one else has a drink? Where'd she get that? Let's talk to Spock.
I think our mission is finished here, Captain.
Yeah, but apparently it's
Time
not.
to go, Jim.
Captain Kirk, isn't it time you returned to your ship?
I was unsure. You have shown us that isolation...
Okay.
This appears to be another of the paralens disks. Without a reader terminal, it is not possible to extract the data.
Pretty thing, isn't it? Looks like the paralens thing we ran across before.
The paralens looks intact, Captain. It should hold considerable data. We need a reader terminal somewhere along the line, though.
What if I use it on the Klingon? Maybe this is another test. Maybe this is test number 87. Wait, why is he coming over?
What's this, Captain Kirk? A paralens? Braskan data, no doubt. Are you turning it over to me?
Yes, in the name of the trust and cooperation, Captain Clar, the data disk belongs in your hands. Not only to show it, Captain Clar, do you have anything to share as a result of seeing this? Yes, in the name of the trust and cooperation, Captain Clar, the data disk belongs in your hands.
What is it exactly?
You might want to reconsider, Captain Kirk. What if I substituted a scan of Federation space and told you it was a scan of Klingon space?
These aliens gave you a scan of our sovereign territory, Kirk? I demand you give that to me!
If it is a scan of Federation territory, Captain Kirk, you will be branded a traitor if you hand it over. A difficult
This is a test.
And the last Brassican test. Is it not, Zinti?
Even if you had a reader console to examine
this is a
paralens,
test.
Which of you would read it? So we will not provide it. If you believe that makes this the last of our tests, so be it.
This disk contains data which could bring about war. It must be destroyed. Clar, you have shown a level of honor I never expected. Take the paralens. If it's a scan of Federation space, I trust you to see it destroyed.
There you go. That's a good answer.
Trust brings trust, Kirk. I was given this. They told me it was a scan of Federation space, and I had not decided what to do with it. Now I know.
Aren't you hasty, Klingon? What if that data was really the best examples of our technologies? Why would we offer the knowledge twice?
If it's scans of the sovereign space, then no one should have them. If it's research data, that certainly isn't your only record of it. We will show you we can be trusted.
You have won our respect, Captain. Both of you. Those discs were blank and no scans existed. This was truly
I knew it was a test.
I am greatly reassured about our intersecting futures.
I doubt we have seen the last Brassican test, Zente. Seems to be your nature. The Klingons will do well. Now I think it is time for us to go.
Let me leave you with this. Individuals among us act as individuals, for good and for ill. But overall, the different races of the Federation are joined in a mutual respect that overcomes differences. I think you will be pleased with us.
I think I can already see that, Captain Kirk. Farewell.
Later, nerd. Later, nerds. We're out. Beat me up.
Captain's log, stardate 6270.5.
Did we win?
We have succeeded in making formal contact with the Brassica. We look forward to a long and productive relationship with them. So, Lieutenant, you turned down the Brassica's offer to become the Federation official ambassador.
Not in my job description, Captain, and they were probably just testing me.
A formidable accomplishment, Captain.
Was that why she got the
Establishing
drink?
Diplomatic relations with a new and advanced alien race. Improving our relations with the Klingons. Impressive.
Thank you, Mr. Spock.
Everyone's so cheerful today. Even Spock's in a good mood. This makes me nervous.
Message from Starfleet, Captain.
There's my answer.
I reviewed your report from your recent assignment, Captain, and have a few comments. The top brass at Starfleet are impressed with the results of your recent performance.
We did
Outstanding
good.
work, Jim. Keep up the good work. Kane out.
Another message from Starfleet.
On screen.
Jim, we have evaluated your current series of missions. I hate to say it, but you're lucky you've done as well as you have. We found numerous lapses of judgment. I expected better.
Yes, Admiral.
When this mission is over...
What?
We should schedule some time for a refresher course. The Academy Simulator isn't just for cadets, you know.
I was perfect,
That's
man.
all, Jim. Starfleet out.
I wonder what he'd say if he were in the command chair.
He's right, Bones. The moment Starfleet standards start to slip is the moment the Federation is in trouble.
Agreed, Captain. Triumphs achieved
I was
without an
perfect.
adequate standard are hollow
In my
and
mind.
meaningless.
I suppose we could have done better.
And we shall, Bones. We shall.
No, we couldn't have done better. I disagree. We did perfect. We didn't kill any red shirts. So we did perfect. Is that the end? I think it's the end. I'm waiting for the end to stop the timer. There we go. Timer stop. That's the game. Yeah, we did it. We met the Brassica and they tested us like jerks. You know, do you find it like they tested like one person or like 5 people of an entire race of people? I mean, not sure if that's the best way to go about testing.